Good morning. This public hearing is now called to order. Today is Thursday, January 22nd, 2015, and the time is approximately 4 minutes after 10 a.m. This is a public hearing on a proposal to amend Article 47, Child Care Services of the New York City Health Code. My name is Martha Robinson, Associate General Counsel of the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. Also here today, from my left, are Elliot Marcus, who is the Associate Commissioner for the Bureau of Food Safety and Community Sanitation and the Bureau of Child Care. Frank Kershullo, who is the Assistant Commissioner for the Bureau of Child Care. And on my right is Mark Nelly, who is the Director of Policy for the Division of Prevention and Primary Care Department. The purpose of today's hearing is to elicit your comments and information that would assist the Board of Health in determining whether to adopt this proposal. A notice of intention and notice of this public hearing was published in the City Record on December 12th, 2014. A copy of the first page of the notice of intention has been provided to the stenographer who is taking notes to include in the record. Persons wishing to speak at this public hearing were asked to pre-register. There are 4 people who are pre-registered to speak today, and they will be asked to speak first. Speakers are limited to 5 minutes each, and you may submit any written comments that you have. All of the comments and the hearing transcript will be provided to the Board of Health. There's also a videotape of this hearing and the testimony that's provided that will be available on the department's website after the hearing. The first person who is registered to speak is Pamela Bonney. Is she here? Ms. Bonney, could you come up to the mic and just press the button to get started and spell your name and provide any affiliations for the reporter.
Absolutely. Do you want copies of
After, you can do it after you speak.
So I'm Pamela Bonney. The last name is spelled B-O-N-N-E-Y. Is that on? Yes. B-O-N-N-E-Y. And I'm here speaking on behalf of the American Heart Association. So good morning. I am pleased to represent the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, at this hearing in front of the New York City Board of Health and provide testimony in support of recommended improvements to the city-regulated child care locations. As I said, my name is Pamela Bonney, and I'm a registered dietitian, as well as a member of the American Heart Association's Advocacy Committee in New York City. The American Heart Association is the largest volunteer-led, science-based organization dedicated to building healthier lives, free of cardiovascular disease and stroke. Our mission prompts our intrinsic interest in the prevention of obesity in our youngest New Yorkers. The amendments that are proposed in front of the Board of Health today encompass many elements that seek to enhance the regulated child care setting. However, for the purpose of the goals of the American Heart Association, I intend to focus on Articles 47, Section 61B, and 47, Section 71A and D, as they impact nutrition and physical activity standards. According to the latest statistical report, 69% of all U.S. adults are labeled obese or overweight. These diagnoses are so much more than labels, however. Maintaining excessive weight puts our population at risk for health complications, including high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. As these diseases continue to be our nation's leading causes of death and disability, the American Heart Association has prioritized a comprehensive strategy to address the many facets of obesity prevention. We believe strongly that behaviors that are learned as a child will have lasting impact, essentially setting the stage for health outcomes as an adult. According to the most recent data, 61% of U.S. children aged 3 to 6 are enrolled in a center-based child care program, making policies such as the one proposed here an ideal opportunity to improve the health of our young New Yorkers. Nationally, in 2011, more than 14% of 2 to 4-year-olds from low-income families were obese, a measurement that saw an increase from approximately 12% in 1999. Poor nutrition and physical inactivity are main suspects in the cause of this obesity burden. In many child care settings, children watch about 1 to 3 hours of television per day. Additionally, it has been reported that many children in low-income families consume at least half to nearly all of their recommended dietary allowances in a child care facility. All child care settings should provide high-quality, nutritious meals and snack options that consist of as many fresh produce items as possible, including whole fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy options. Currently, New York City Health Code provides for children over the age of 8 months to be permitted 6 fluid ounces of juice per day. This is out of step with national recommendations. It is recommended that the city limit consumption of juice to children above the age of 2 and restrict portions to just 4 ounces per day. Furthermore, it must be emphasized that if juice is offered, child care settings should only serve 100% juice with no added caloric sweeteners. Water and low-fat milk should be the preferred beverages. Regarding the growing concern that children in the city remain troublingly sedentary during the time spent in the child care setting, the American Heart Association encourages all child care facilities to provide at least 60 minutes a day of physical activity, and preferably structured activity to assure children are getting moderate to vigorous physical activity. Sedentary activity should be limited to just 30 minutes throughout the day, as recommended by the Institute of Medicine. As a strategy to achieving this goal, we similarly support the guidelines from the USDA that children in child care settings should not experience more than 30 minutes of screen time per week, including combined computer and TV video time. On behalf of the American Association, I thank you for your attention to these pivotal matters. We particularly appreciate the opportunity to collaborate with New York City leaders as we partner in pursuit of better health outcomes for all New Yorkers. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bonnie. The next person who is registered to speak is Tinter DeVuari. Is that person here?
Yes.
Are you ready to speak?
Yes. Hi, good morning. My name is Deborah Pinter. That's DEVORIEPINTER. I really appreciate you giving us the time to give our input, and we thank you for having this meeting. The health of the children in New York City are of utmost importance, and we put a very big emphasis on that, and we appreciate all that. From an educator's perspective, I've been a classroom teacher for many years, and now I'm an education director. The morning schedule is the kids come in, they will usually sign in. We have toothbrushing, the daily health check, bathrooming, breakfast, do family sound meals. And there's a lot of development, language. We're encouraging them to be independent, smart, thinking people. And some of the new requirements that we had, especially in regard to attendance and absence calls, right? I'm not exactly sure which English this is though. But I think that it would place a very, very strong and burden on the teachers. We have 2 to 3 teachers in a class of 17 to 23 or 4-year-olds. They're trying to give the kids love and attention, care, having conversations go on. For little people, I don't know how much you've been in the classroom, but for the 3 or 4-year-olds, you need to go down to their level, to their eyes, speak to them, hug them, kiss them, encourage them to share whatever's going on in their life. And if we would have to be on top of getting the parents to, make sure, sign in, put the time that you're in, the time that you're out, it would have such a negative and adverse effect on the children's development and on the whole classroom routine. In addition to that, with attendance, it would be almost impossible to keep track of the children, exactly what the expected time they would be coming in would be. We have children that come in Monday, Wednesdays, different times, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, different times. So the teacher would literally have to have a time clock or something to say, oh, the 1 hour, the estimated 1 hour is up, and we would have to reach the parents. That would be very, very bothersome for the teachers, and it would really take away from the prime reason that they're in the classroom is to educate the children to be caring and giving, thinking, smart, independent individuals that would be productive and give the most to our society. So that is really my 2 concerns, is with the attendance and with the child absence. We do have a way that we will follow up on the children that are absent. We will reach out to the parents, but those 1 hour guidelines would be something that would be really, really overwhelmingly difficult for the teachers and for their supporting staff. I really, really appreciate your time that you gave me and the consideration that you have for our concerns. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next person I have registered to speak is Tuvia Newman. Is that person
That's
here?
me, but my education director already addressed all the concerns, so I thank you.
Okay. David Solomon? Is he testifying? Is there anybody else present who wishes to speak who has not registered? Okay, then I'm going to adjourn this hearing until 11:30. And if there are other people who do come in, they will be allowed to testify at that point. So the hearing is now closed. Give me a signal when you're ready. Okay? It is now 11:30, and there are 2 persons registered to testify. And I'll call on Miss Marianne Marcy. Could you come up? You have 5 minutes, Miss Marcy, and just spell your name for the reporter and indicate any affiliation if you have one. Press the mic.
Hi, my name is Marianne Morrissey, M-A-R-I-A-N-N-E. Morrissey is M-O-R-R-I-S-S-E-Y. And I'm with the House of Little People organization. Okay, thank you for this opportunity to speak. The House of Little People has been in business for over 38 years serving our community, and we have some questions and or concerns regarding the revised provision to Article 47. Specifically, the supervision of children during arrival and departure. We of course keep attendance records and carefully monitor who picks up the children. We do have a question about the necessity of having parents both sign in and being responsible for children's arrival at our center. Our population is all under the age of 4. School attendance at that age is voluntary, and we feel it would be a burdensome bureaucratic problem to have both be responsible for a child's arrival when that is the parent or guardian's responsibility until such time as they deliver the child to our care. Our second concern would be the record of child absences. While we fully appreciate the need to track children's illnesses, and we have always abided by the 3-day policy, the 1-day policy would in fact be hard to manage in contacting the parents within that time frame and getting a satisfactory response. Again, our age and population does not say that school is mandatory. So many of our children do skip days for no other reason than just being with grandma. And our third concern is the secure facility entrances and exits. as I said, we've been in business 38 years. We work out of an old brownstone. Our facility does not allow for this kind of security modifications. And we feel that the cost would also be prohibitive. Not to mention, honestly, our babies are not walking out the door. And we do understand, these kind of modifications for older age groups, school age, but panic bars, cameras, security guard, our facility will not allow for that. And we are just concerned that these modifications would be mandated, meant for an older age group, and would apply to us. We fully intend to cooperate with the Department of Health. We just want to express our concerns about things that perhaps don't really affect the safety of children in daycare. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ms. Goldenberg? Please spell your name for the reporter and indicate any affiliation that you have, if you
Hi, my name is Yenty Goldenberg, YENTY I'm the health coordinator at United Academy Head Start. First, I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak up, which is always wonderful. Regarding the daily health requirements, reports of absences, from a health coordinator's perspective, we work, the teachers work extremely hard during the morning. We're busy, we have like many other health things that they have to check up, such as daily health checks, toothbrushing, hand washing, greeting the children. And I feel that making them check, which child is here, which child is not. First of all, they have to know what time does the child usually arrive. Okay, so let's say this child arrives at 9:30. Okay, so it's 10:30 ready. Okay, let's call this parent. Oh, the other child arrives usually at 10:30 for some reason. Okay, so we have to wait till 11:30 to reach the parent. It just gets very confusing, especially we have like a 2-hour time frame of when children arrive to the program. And I feel that would only burden the teachers, and somehow other important health things that they have to take every morning will get sort of neglected almost, because they'll be too busy taking attendance, making sure the parents sign in, checking who's here, who's not, what time does she come, what time should I call her, I have to reach her, I can't reach her, what's her cell number, she doesn't pick up, maybe she's sleeping, it's just gonna be, I believe, too much of a burden for the teachers, and other things, other health things are gonna sort of fall through the cracks because of this. So I really feel that even though we think the health and safety of the children are of utmost importance, we don't want to compromise that. Maybe there's a different solution to something, because this is definitely gonna put too much strain on the teachers, and other things are gonna sort of fall through the cracks that I don't think is enough important.
All right, thank you very much. As I indicated before when we opened this hearing, your comments will be transcribed and will be available to the Board of Health. There being no further persons present to testify, this hearing is concluded.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.